I don't have an intro today. I don't have an intro today. So this will be the intro, y'all. Welcome to the current. Who makes the wave? The current. Who makes the wave? The current. Who makes the wave? The current. Hey, the current. Who makes the wave? The current. Who makes the wave? The current. Who makes the wave? The current. Hey, the current. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the current. I am your host, Desire Carter. And today is an exceptional day because, ladies and gentlemen, the current is officially on iHeartRadio. Can you believe that? We are officially on iHeartRadio. So to all my iHeartRadio listeners out there, you can officially listen to The Current and all of its episodes this summer while we are on hiatus. Well, we're on a break. We'll be on a season break. So we'll be on summer break, and we'll be back in September. But you can you can binge listen to all the episodes of everything that has went on from January all the way until May. Okay? I'm just extremely excited about all of this. It's just phenomenal. It's exceptional. And it's true that hard work does pay off because the process, you have to be approved to be on iHeartRadio. So thank you so much to all the iHeartRadio listeners out there. And thank you to iHeartRadio for approving this message. Thank you so much. So let's get right into this, okay? Let's get right into this, and you know how we like to do it. We're going to start this off with currency. So where we're going to start it off, we're going to talk about advertising to people, which generates money. Something, I don't know if you know that or not, but every time you click on an ad, every time you see an ad, every time you see something that's promoting something to you, it costs money and your eyes are value to it. I don't know if you know that or not. Ads on Facebook, value. So just know that if you don't think that your vote counts for the presidency of the United States, understand that your vote does count when it comes to buying these different products. Any artist, any big corporation, anything like that, they need your money, your eyes, your influence, your impulse to buy their products. So, with that being said, so when you spend your money on something, spend your money to a point with a product that actually cares about the customer. Like, let's say, something like we are going to do, let's pretend we got an ad. We're going to do an ad for a water container. So I'm showing you the ad. The water container contains 24 ounces of water. It has a blender ball in the bottom of it. It comes in pink, gray, and blue. And all you need to do is pay $29.99 for us to buy it, or for you to buy it. And now you're intrigued. You're like, oh my goodness, I got to get this blender bottle thing. I got to do it. And it's so many other people like you that want to do it. So therefore, you go and you go buy these bottles. But it's 10,000 other people that want to buy this bottle too. So that company just made all that money off of them persuading you to buy it. But they possibly won't invest in customer service. Kind of like Comcast. Comcast is one of the best internet providers in the United States. Hands down. I don't know how they're the best internet providers. I don't know why they're the best internet providers, but somehow they are the best internet providers, period. They're the best. They're the best internet providers, and they treat their customers like SHIT. They really do. They treat them so poorly, and they got the best internet, and they don't do anything for their customers. You literally have to threaten to leave Comcast for them to think about you or do anything. So, with that being said, people, your money and advertising go together. So be wise about what you invest your money in when it comes to advertising and influence buys and things like that. Make sure it's of your stature and of your quality. And don't waste your money. And don't let those flashy ads fool you. Okay? Okay. And that was Currency. So let's get right into the current celebrity news and events and things like that. Current celebrity status. So it looks like the Met Gala happened Monday to May. I think that was May 3rd or something like that. The Met happened, and the Met was beautiful. It was Cardi B's first Met. Jeremy Scott did her stuff. Nicki Minaj was there, but Beyonce was not. But the queen that reigns supreme at all of the Met Galas, I'm going to say since about 2014, is Miss Rihanna Robin Fenty. She has reigned supreme, the queen of the Met. We love to see Rihanna at the Met Gala. She has just taken over the show ever since, ever since when she wore that large yellow cape. Like, the outfit was so over the top, and it was absolutely beautiful. Like, it was amazing. And that's when Rihanna took over the Met. She officially became the queen of the Met Ball. It's amazing. Cardi B was there. Everybody was there except for Beyonce. Nicki Minaj was there. And they actually got a photo or a snippet of Nicki and Cardi B trying to chop it up and talk about it. And Cardi actually talked about it on a radio show. She said, yeah, I felt a certain way. And so did she. And I definitely addressed it to her at the Met. And we talked about it. So they talked about it then. And it was great. Everything was fine. So I thought that was really cool to see two women in the hip-hop industry. Well, I don't really consider Cardi B a hip-hop artist. Anyway, I consider her a Latina artist because she stays true to her roots. She does not deter. You know, we let her say the N-word. We definitely let her say the N-word. But we let her say it, but she shouldn't be saying it. But that's just my opinion on Cardi B and the Met. I mean, you know, and her celebrity status. But Nicki Minaj also posted that she is releasing her album June 15th, and it's entitled Queen. But, you know, they had to bring the tea on that. And they're going to say, oh, well, back in the day, when Lil' Kim was releasing Hardcore, the name of her album was supposed to be The Queen Bee, but they changed it to Hardcore. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing that with y'all. Nicki has said publicly, and I watch these videos over and over again, that she does not have beef with Lil' Kim. She has paid homage to Kim several times. Kim is one of the greats, and that was that. Kim wanted her to do certain things in public, and she did not do them. But moving back on to Rihanna. So Rihanna did a Vogue interview, and everything else is like, okay, great. You know, she's dating a prince. Wow. You know, that's where all the weight came from. She's very happy. You know, she's 30. She's happy. She looks great. But, you know, that's where all her weight came from. She's doing her thing. But the tea is that her and Drake are no longer friends. Like, period. They are done with each other. And it's like, I really don't get it. Drake unfollowed her on Instagram and everything. Like, they are no longer friends. It's that big of a deal between Drake and Rihanna. And I really thought Drake and Rihanna would take the cake as far as the relationship. But it's something about Drake. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the problem is. I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't know what the problem is with Drake, but it just seems like he just can't keep a woman. And he might not want to keep a woman, but I don't think it's fair for him to, if he doesn't want to keep a woman, I don't think it's fair for him to choose these really top-notch females and get with them and then like ruin the relationship altogether. But I guess that's just a Scorpio in him. I think it's really, really screwy that he would even do something like that. Like, I think it's really screwy that he would ruin a relationship with Rihanna. But his relationship is still intact with Nicki Minaj. And Nicki don't even want to date Drake. Serena went and got married. Malaya doesn't look at him anyway. He smashed so many chicks from Detroit. He don't want none of them. But it's just like, I don't get it, Drake. I really don't get it. I don't understand what the fuck the problem is. And why Rihanna took such drastic measures of saying like, no, we are not friends. We are no longer friends. Okay? But she also talked about turning 30. And being 30 is a big deal because I am currently 30. And it's just like, ugh. It's just like, oh my goodness. But when Rihanna talks about it, you know, like she talks about the 2016 Video Music Awards when Drake presented her Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. And she says he gushed about her in an embarrassing, overly personal detail when presenting her with the MTV Music Award. And she says now that she wasn't really feeling it. And we all could tell that Rihanna did not like any of that. And she was like, waiting through the speech was probably one of the most uncomfortable things she had ever did. She said this in the Vogue interview. She was like, I don't like too many compliments. She was like, I don't like that. Like, it's overly, I don't like it. I don't like to be put on blast. She basically saying like, don't do that, you know. The two collaborated together successfully on a lot of different songs. But Rihanna didn't talk much about her rumored boo, Hassan Jamil. But she did allude to being in a relationship. She says, I used to feel guilty about talking about taking personal time, she said, but I also think I never met anyone who was worth it before. Like, that's crazy. She talks about she turned 30 in February, which brought a lot of burning questions into her life. Like, okay, so now I'm 30. Are there any things that I'm supposed to do? She wondered, should I be worried? Should I be freezing my eggs? What do you do at 30? That's funny. She looked forward to being a mom, and she already knows what kind she'll be. I'm kind of going to be able to take my eyes off my kid. She says, I'm not going to be able to take my eyes off my kid. I know that about myself already, she revealed. She's going to have to be a force to hire a nanny. She's not gonna hire a nanny for real. You know, she just goes on and on and on about her life in the Vogue magazine. But she said Drake made her crazy uncomfortable, and she said she wasn't feeling it. And she's just like, ugh. I don't know. I really don't know. But she is coming out with a lingerie line called Savage. But my thing is, okay, lingerie line. Is she going to have this for big titty girls? Because I am a big titty girl. And I could wear lingerie, but it has to be for a big titty girl. And I'm tired of buying 2 X's just for these titties. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair at all. I don't think it's fair. But congratulations to Rihanna on having a new boyfriend, along with starting her new Fenty Beauty and her Fenty lingerie. Congratulations, Rihanna. Moving right along, we're going to swim right over to Tierra Marie. So, in the news today, Tierra Marie allegedly got hacked on her Instagram, and someone posted a video of her sucking her ex-boyfriend's dick. And I really don't think how I always think about stuff is that Tierra Marie is a very positive singer. She sings good. She's great with all of that stuff. And she is very attractive. But also, Tierra Marie wants to get back into the music business.